Hey, Miss Phillips.
Hey, Miss Jones.
What kind of car does an egg drive?
What?
A Volkswagen.
Oh, today is Thursday, May 30th.
Happy last day of school.
I'm Miss Phillips.
And I'm Miss Jones.
And you're watching The Bite. So I'm sure you're thinking, where are the students? Why are your teachers doing this? Well, I thought my students have been so busy studying, taking exams, thought we'd give them a break and we'd take over to finish out the year.
But since it's the end of the year and we don't really have any announcements, we thought we'd talk about the highlights of this year.
First of all, this year was full of new staff. We added a middle school principal, Principal Jones, and a high school principal, Principal Martin, to the RCS family. They've really settled in well, and we're so happy that they're here.
Former Principal Mr. Bryant took on the mantle of Managing Executive Director, and I just gotta say, how lucky are we? He's fantastic, and he's done a fantastic job this year.
Fantastic. Can't say enough good things about Mr. Bryant. We also added a few new teachers, like Coach Morales, Mr. McGraw, Miss Dobkin, Miss Bagby, Miss Albachton, Miss Anderson, and I guess me.
I guess.
I'm new. But I think the students have really enjoyed having all these new teachers here.
And while we're talking about teachers, high school math teacher Amanda Carter was named NCTM Outstanding Secondary Teacher for the 2022-2023 year.
Middle school social study teacher Miss Carter was recognized as the WRAL Teacher of the Week. Big thing on the Carters
Very
this
exciting.
year.
Our high school history teacher, Dennis Abline, was the runner-up for Charter School Teacher of the Year, too. We're doing great this year. He is still number one in our eyes, and the students just love him, too. I also love to hear what his song of the day is.
Yeah, you might be able to hear it through the wall right now.
Yeah.
He's got some music playing in there right now. We're so lucky to have such awesome teachers, right?
Absolutely. You know, like us.
Yeah.
We also had a lot of middle school dances this year. They had not one, not two, but 3 dances this year. Miss Krista Jones has got to be tired after helping plan all of those with the middle school student council. But I think the kids had a blast at all of them.
For sure. Did you go to any of them?
I didn't make it to any of them, and I was so jealous because I kept hearing how much fun they
I
had.
heard they were a good time. A good time. High school student council brought back homecoming to RCS this year. They had an awesome spirit week and the hype of all hype pep rallies that involved a killer staff versus staff basketball game that was highly entertaining, if I do say
Absolutely.
myself. Who knew Mr. McGraw had such game? I think everybody was recognizing that after that game.
I lost my voice after that. They also had homecoming basketball games and crowned Caroline Puryear and Trayvon Reeves as homecoming queen and king. They had a really fun homecoming dance, and we had a great time chaperoning and seeing all of the students have so much fun.
Yeah, it was a good time. They played some great throwbacks for us.
Absolutely.
I have to say the theater department has had quite the comeback this year. We put on The Wizard of Oz, which was the first show since 2019. I think I might be a little partial. You might be a little
Maybe
partial since we helped make it happen, but I think it was awesome. We kind of brought the house down.
Or just the curtain.
Or just the curtain. Sorry.
ITS, which is the International Thespian Society, took their first trip to State Festival at ECU, and we're hoping to compete in it next year.
You also helped put on the annual holiday program, right?
I did.
With the dance and the art departments. That was a good time.
I think it went really well this year. We're loving the coffee house vibe that we've been working with for the past couple of years,
Yeah.
so I'm hoping we keep it up.
It works.
The dance classes also put on their annual Dance for Change program, and we raised money for our amazing custodian, Angie Hopkins, who lost her home to a fire this year. Miss Coleman always does a great job putting that together with her students.
She's been doing it since we were here.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you could say the band has also had quite the eventful year. They survived what we'll call the Great Flood of 2023 and getting kicked out of their room for renovations not once but twice. But now they have beautiful new floors. The whole room is outfitted with tons of soundproofing. Like,
You're welcome.
Have you been out there? Have you been down there?
I have seen it since, and it does look wonderful. Better than it's looked since we used to be in that class.
For sure. It sounds incredible down there, too.
Even with the chaos of renovations, they still planned and executed a successful haunted school, planned a killer variety show, marched in multiple parades, and put on multiple performances in the community and here at school.
Not only that, the high school band also earned the highest rating of superior at the Carowinds Music Festival just back in April.
Killing it.
Killing it.
The jazz band participated in the Jim Ketch Jazz Festival at the North Carolina School of Science and Math, and Abigail Smith auditioned and participated in the Central District Honor Band Clinic. It's been a year full of successes, despite the hardships for the band.
Way to go, way to go. Our art department has also had a pretty major year this year. Emily Gwynn got first place in the PENC Young Artist Competition.
We had 5 participants in the 2024 Congressional Arts Competition for North Carolina's 4th Congressional District, and we also had 2 visiting artists come in and work with the students on plein air painting and ceramics.
Very cool. Very cool. Ms. Bettendorf students also painted 3 new murals around the building. One in the high school girls' bathroom, one in the middle school hallway downstairs, and one over in my room, in my office. It's very nice. It looks really good.
We can always count on them to make sure that the school is changing, but also beautiful.
Yeah. Way to go, students, on that one.
Students and staff also spent some time out of the classroom, from Bulldog Care Days, which are always a highlight, to more field trips. We also had a good group go to Ireland this year, and they had a great time. Did you see all of the pictures Miss McCormick posted?
Oh my gosh.
They looked amazing, and I'm sad I missed it.
Me too.
Next trip.
Next year, for sure. Well, maybe not next year, but maybe the year after next.
Maybe.
We've also had a huge year for sports, right? Huge. First off, we started an athletic committee, which has already been a huge help in raising money and making our athletic department even better.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go through the seasons. In the fall, middle school volleyball were regular season conference champions and TNAC tournament conference champions. High school JV volleyball had an undefeated season and were conference champions.
I'm sorry, undefeated?
Undefeated.
Undefeated.
High school varsity volleyball were regular season conference champions and TNAC tournament conference champions and made it to the 4th round of state playoffs.
Sheesh.
And Peyton Hogan was named Volleyball Offensive Player of the Year for the conference.
Golly. Golf also did pretty well this season, too. We had senior Mallory Jones qualify for state regionals, where she finished 21st out of 50. Becoming the first ever regional qualifier in the history of the girls golf program. Gosh, gotta love that Mallory.
Tennis also went great. Senior Olivia S. qualified for the state championship, becoming the first girl in the women's tennis program's history to qualify for the state championship.
Our girls being the first, really showing out this year.
I know I wasn't qualifying for anything when I played tennis here, so
Me either.
good for y'all.
Let's not forget about cross country. Sophomore Alexis Vanderpoppen and freshman Katie Mann both qualified for the state championship. Could never be me, so way to go.
Not a
girls.
runner.
Way to go.
Winter was basketball. All our teams did well this year. We had quite a few students make all conference, and freshman Katie Mann was named Conference Defensive Player of the Year and was named the 3rd team all district. That Katie, she can't be stopped.
She really cannot. Spring was also jam-packed, full of big successes. First of all, after a couple years of hard work and so much support from our community, we cut the ribbon on our softball field at Optimus Park. The girls really put it to good use, too.
They did. On top of being the regular season champions, the high school varsity softball team made it to the Final 4 of state playoffs. That is the furthest the softball team has ever made it in playoffs, so we are incredibly proud of that team.
So proud. We're also so proud of Michael Clark, who was named the high school softball coach of the year for our conference. I'm telling you, that softball team just can't Can't give enough
doing
claps
great.
for them.
Middle school girls softball also went hard and were regular season champions and TNAC tournament champions.
Baseball also had a huge season. They were regular season champions and then made it to the 4th round of state playoffs. They fought so hard in playoffs. And again, we're so incredibly proud of that team.
Their coach, Ron Hodgen, high school baseball coach of the year.
Then our high school girls soccer team made it to the 2nd round of state playoffs.
Middle school girls soccer were regular season champions.
And the high school men's golf team were also TNAC conference champs. And Walker Cole went on to compete in the state championship. He did an awesome job representing RCS so well, we heard.
That he did.
Our very own athletic director, Justin Jones, was named the high school golf coach of the year for the conference. He's also my athletic director of the year. Number 1 in my book, Mr. Jones. Or Coach Jones, we should say.
Let's not forget our esports team. They competed a few times throughout the year and excelled. They recently competed in NC Regionals at UNCG, my alma mater. Gillis is awesome for getting that started and providing cool opportunities like that for students who want it.
Yeah, they've done a really good job this year, so it's really cool that that's a thing. It's really just been a remarkable year all around. We've experienced a lot of transition and a lot of new things. We've got new things coming next year with our 7-period day too. Woo!
As well as middle school choice for electives.
Oh my goodness.
So exciting.
Can't be stopped. Cannot be stopped. We recently even went through the accreditation process and received the highest level of accreditation. You know, no big deal. We also ranked in the top 10% of high schools in North Carolina and the top 5% of middle schools in North Carolina. So it's pretty impressive.
Lastly, we were voted best middle school, best high school, and more for the best of Person County.
I mean, I guess we are partial, but I would agree.
I think we're the best.
Thank you to the community for that one. Honestly, none of this would be possible without our amazing school community. We're so lucky to have so much amazing support from so many people. So thanks to everyone who made this year such a successful year.
Absolutely. Let's do it all again next year. But after summer, because we definitely need a break.
Definitely need a break. Thanks for watching.
Make sure to keep up with us on social media over the summer for any updates or information.
Have a great summer.
And stay positive.